your cares, ask Alma. Problems big or small, she has the answers to them all. So drop your questions, have them solved by Alma. You can ask her anything. Trouble, ruin, ask Alma. Evil, do it, ask Alma. Time for viewing, ask Alma.
That is my jam. Just love it. Not because it's, it's about me. I just love it. Thank you, Tracy, for writing that. It really gets me started and ready for the show. Hey, y'all. Hey now. How you doing? Come on in and say hi to me. I'm going to try not to yell tonight, y'all. Okay. I was so excited earlier. I was yelling, and I think the entire panel probably they might be looking for Q-tips right now because I got a little bit excited, so I was talking real loud. So I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm gonna work on that. You find out things about yourself, and you say to yourself, like, I should work on that. That is where I am. I think when you're young, and I'm not picking on young people, don't get me wrong. You just think you already know because you just don't know any better. And then as you live and learn, you realize, oh, okay, I don't know everything like I thought I did. Hey, y'all. Come on in here and say hello to me so I can say hello to you. Mary Lou girl, what you doing? Are you logged in over there at Brazenly? Are you logged in? Say hello to me. Thank you very much. My cousins, all 119 of y'all, where y'all at? Come on in here and say hello to a sister. My almond joys. Hi, y'all. I'm so glad y'all are with me tonight. It's going to be a fun night, a very fun night. Newbies, come on in. Talk in the chat. That's what we do. We say hello. I say hello. We talk about questions that were submitted. We offer advice. And yeah, that's what this show is about, advice. We're a little bit kind, unless, you just really need to handle some business and we got to give it to you straight. Sherilyn, how are you in San Diego? Sherilyn, I was talking about you the other day. Let me give you a lowdown on what happened. This is so super funny because I was with my granddaughter and we were in public and she met a stranger. She was like, I have a short story. Do you have time to listen? I thought, oh my gosh. At least if you're going to talk somebody's ear off, you offered them an option to walk away before you got started. But anyway, Sherilyn, so I got another car. So I sold my old car. And the woman, her name was Sherilyn. Yes. So I was like, hey, you're the second one I ever met, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's what happened. So hello out in San Diego. I'm sending you a hug. I hope you are doing well. Yes. So, hey y'all. Speaking of, although I haven't mentioned her yet, Dee Dee. Speaking of Dee Dee, come on in here, Dee Dee. I got something to tell you, girl. Hey,
well, I got something to tell me.
What's going on with my lock?
It looks beautiful. Don't worry about that.
My gray. I don't even try to cover it up anymore.
I want you to. I want you to embrace it. It's going to be beautiful.
Look at all of it.
When it all comes in, it's going to be beautiful.
Girl, I dyed my hair. I got in the car, and 3 of them was like, to walk out of the salon, got in the car. They was like, hey there, hey girl, what you doing?
We will not be hidden.
No, we will not. So that was hilarious. How are you, Dee Dee?
I am fantastic. We are coming up on Thanksgiving break.
Yes, we are.
And I think
how long are you out for?
We have a week.
Oh, you have a whole week off. Oh, ask me what I'm doing for Thanksgiving.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Girl, I ain't doing nothing. but Thank you, Andrea.
I think
Oh,
I'm going to go to the beach. I think that's the plan. Just to
that's
sit
good.
out there and do nothing.
That's good.
Yeah.
I but I did order food because you know me, cater. I don't cook.
Yeah, I wanted to order a ham. Like it's hard to find hams. It's hard to find turkeys that aren't like
Ham,
2,500 pounds. Like I don't really need a big turkey.
yeah, honey baked ham.
Yeah,
And they
but yeah,
have like this little round one that's already sliced. It's really good. You should.
spiral.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's not spiral. It's like not for humongous families actually.
Okay.
It is
We have one near us. I'll check it out.
yeah, it's for like when you don't want a whole lot of ham. It's
Yeah.
good. I mean, very, very good. We got Cajun turkey from Popeyes. You know what Ava called papayas,
Papayas.
papayas. But we ain't bought nothing. I was just thinking that after the show, he'll probably say, "Who is we?" I don't know, babe.
I
My
appreciate that you include him, even if he is
yes,
not. It is we.
or like I'm including myself into his thing
It's
because
we, right?
he fixes the turkey every year, not me. And he got it from Popeyes this year. They have a
Oh, is that
Cajun,
right? Okay.
yeah, something. So yeah, he's doing that. Thank you very much, Mr. Gill. I appreciate it. But I ordered mine with my favorite caterer, and it will be delivered
I met you. Listen,
the day before. People
listen.
have their priorities. I got
Does he
mine.
shift? Does he ship? Because,
I know my weaknesses. I'm all right with them.
know your strengths, right?
And I know my strengths. There you go. Ayana, girl, hey, hey, hey. Yanni has a birthday coming up. Happy birthday, girl. I'm coming to the party. I so I was gonna call you actually and say, hey, log on, tell your mama to log on tonight. Tina. What did Tina say?
She was gonna call me, like she knew I was coming. Like I was. It is one of those Tuesdays. I was like, what is she talking about?
It has been a time.
Yes. Hi,
So
Tina.
I'm going to introduce the panel D to come on in, and then I want to thank some people from last week. Come on in, panel. Where y'all at? Hey now, hey now.
Courtney. We were missing Courtney last week too. Hi, DJ.
Hi,
Hi, Patrice.
Courtney.
Hey, hey,
Hi,
hey.
Hey everybody.
DJ. Hi,
Hey Alma.
Patrice. So I want to say thank you to the mayor. Y'all know Lee Ivory held it down for us last week. Hi, Tracy. It was really good. I watched it. It was
Oh, good.
hilarious. I appreciate all of
Yeah, we
y'all
had a good
so
time.
much. So much. And something happened last week. Oh, yeah. I'll say this later, but one of the questions that y'all had was really like one of my faves, and I knew I wouldn't be around to talk about it, so I'm actually asking the producer to replay it this week,
Oh,
so
okay. Hey,
I can
Tina.
add my 2 cents worth because I like to add my 2 cents worth and what's happening. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, DJ? What's going on?
Oh, everything. I'm getting ready for the holidays, for Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just not happy about it.
Really?
Oh,
Really? Are
Um,
you cooking or?
so my family, we're having Thanksgiving in Dayton,
Mm-hmm.
Ohio,
Yes.
and that's where the majority of my large family resides and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And every year we have this event where we all get together. My mother she had 11 brothers and sisters. And so
Wow.
it's a huge event and everything. But now
Yeah.
it's gotten to the point where, and I was actually just talking to a friend about this earlier, that the people that live out of town have to come into town to get everything set up and to put on the event and everything. So, like my cousin in Florida, she's over the committee to put all of this stuff together, and everyone that's in Dayton is doing very little or nothing.
Yes, they are. They waiting for y'all. That take a lot
They're
of
just
effort.
waiting right for us to get there.
Right. They just waiting.
So I'm in
I'm
charge of
telling
the
you.
food, and it's being catered by this guy who
Good.
is cooking. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving on Saturday to go down to Dayton to go and purchase all the food to take over to him to cook and all of that. And then Thanksgiving morning, going to pick it up, to take it to the banquet hall and all of this.
Yeah,
And then
see,
I'm
you
just
need
going
my
to say-
caterer. My caterer bringing my food. I ain't going to get nothing. She
And
gonna
that's just
roll
what
up in front of
I
my house.
said this year. I said, this is it. Next year, I am doing nothing.
Yes.
Nothing except going to enjoy myself.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna slip off my soapbox now.
Courtney, how you doing, girl?
I told you before we got on, I was going to be honest, that today was stupid. From the rising and setting of the sun. It was dumb, okay? And I was just like, I'm just like, is it, you know how, and my coworkers ain't watching because they stupid. You know how there's so many people that you work with and everyone is dumb and you're wondering, like, is it me? You start feeling like, is something wrong with me? And so you have the one coworker that's not stupid come in and you tell them, and I'm like, oh, I'm not tripping.
Right.
That's how I felt. Like I was in the
Twilight Zone.
Not Twilight Zone, dumb light zone. Dumb all day long. And so I'm so glad to just be here with y'all because I'm like, okay, at least I got that to look forward to.
Yes.
You know, but yeah.
And there's always tomorrow.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna be back there tomorrow.
Well, you know, maybe the dumb ones will stay home.
No,
You know what?
I'm working the shift with the dumb people. That's the thing. They work in the morning. They should work at night, or not at all at that point.
I wasn't thinking about tomorrow. I was gonna say there's always the evening and a glass of wine. Like a glass. Not the wine glass, a glass, because
like a real glass.
Gosh, exactly.
Like a tumbler.
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
I guess I could make my announcement, I guess, or I should wait till everything is signed and sealed. But anyway.
Why don't you do that?
Well, I'm happy about something happening at the end of the year, and then I won't have to worry about all of that. Although where I work, it's pretty cool. And tomorrow is actually going to be a really cool day. I will be a part of an interview of a certain person who is a
important person
who
you're so bad at this. Stop.
Ex-president that I can't talk about. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna suck it in, but tomorrow will be a good day, and I'm gonna tell y'all about it. And then
next Tuesday you can share.
Yeah, y'all will be able to read it and watch the interview. It's gonna be cool.
Sean and Pat just joined us. Sean Holmes and
Hi,
Pat
Sean.
Walker just joined us.
Hi, Pat. Hi, Pat. Hey, Pat, guess what? So a couple of us are getting together to go to lunch, and we are making Craig Wilson show up and pay for it. So, for those of you who don't know, obviously all of us used to work together, and we wanted to get together, and we thought we should invite somebody else to pay. So that's what's happening.
So you invited him to pay?
Yeah, we told him in advance.
I was gonna say, does he know he's picking up the check? Okay.
Yeah, we told him.
Can y'all do a +1? Hey, Craig.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just show up. They won't know that you weren't one of the team.
Yeah.
Although I will say, and I'm not trying to be like quasi petty, but he said in the email text that was going around, well, since I'm paying for it, I'm picking the place. And he picked the place, which looks like a very nice place. I went to the website, but I don't know. I don't eat that. I can't say I don't eat that kind of food. I'm just not familiar with that kind of food. So
not only are you not paying,
you don't have to pay for it.
Picky about it.
Right.
Yes.
The advantage is that you get to try a new restaurant that you don't have to pay for.
Exactly.
So if you love it, that's fantastic. If you don't love it, you didn't lose anything.
Did he know? Because the menu is like in a foreign language. I'm gonna change up on the place the day before. I'm just not telling them, but I'm gonna send an email to everyone.
Just bring your own chicken tenders and French fries in your purse, and you're good to go.
I'm telling you, sis. Really, I even in the translation part underneath, I'm not understanding why those things are connected. But I know what you're saying. Try something new. We'll see. Patrice, how you doing?
I'm all right. I'm hanging in there, just not looking forward to next week, but it's coming and it's coming fast.
It's coming fast. Oh my
Too
gosh.
fast.
Pat said, I will be brave. I could, Pat, but what if I order something and I don't like it?
Send it back.
All right.
Ask them for the chicken tenders and the French fries.
Is one of these chicken tenders? That's like in Vegas. I was in Vegas and asked for margarita because everybody at the table asked for a margarita. I just said, yeah, I'll take one too. Oh my gosh, I sipped that thing. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And it was like, what, $35? You know, a drink in Vegas is the same price as a meal. And so I said, I'm going up here to talk to the bartender because I can't spend my $35 and sip this thing. I just don't like it. And the guy said, they're not going to change your drink. Like, they don't do that. And Gil said, I bet you $10 my wife come back here with
a different drink.
No, I did. Came back with my rum and Coke, what I should have ordered. That's my drink, and I should have stuck to it. Yes, yes. I know we got to get started, you guys, but I wanted to ask you something.
Mary Lou is here. We got to say hi.
Mary Lou. Okay, I said hello to you at the beginning, girl. How you doing, Diva? At Braids Elite. How y'all doing? Braids Elite. See the work of Braids Elite. Right, Courtney, right? So I want to ask y'all this because I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know. So a woman in Michigan, a lottery player, she won $390,000. Hi, Aster. Hey, girl, she on the other side, Seattle. Hey, girl, hey, that's my niece. How you doing, girl? She won $390,000. And instead of asking for the lump sum, she asked for $25,000 a year for the next 20 years. So let's start with Courtney. If you won the lottery and the same amount, $390,000, would you take a lump sum or would you do annuity monthly for 20 years?
If it was that same amount?
390, not a million, $390,000.
I'll just take a lump sum because $25,000. I can't quit my job on that.
Right. It ain't a lot of money. No.
I might you could probably still get some food stamps and Medicaid though if you was to say this is my only income right here. So maybe you don't have to work. I don't know. I would take the lump sum.
You take the lump sum. Patrice, would you do lump sum or monthly?
I'll take the lump sum in a heartbeat.
Really?
Give me all my money at once. So that way I don't know that I don't have to wait until next year to see when you're going to send me my money or if you're going to send me my money.
Right.
Give it all to me right now.
DJ, what would you do?
Well, nowadays they have it set up where you can pass it on to another relative after you pass away and everything. I think it all depends on, what age I am at that time. Now, if I'm young, I can deal with the 25.
You want today. If you won today.
If I want today. Okay. Yeah. So, I would take the lump sum because at 62, the next 25 years.
Right.
And I'm going to lose whatever. No, I'm taking the lump sum.
Didi, what would you do? Lump sum?
I was thinking, can I get it in 5 instead of 20 is what I was before you started talking. If I could do 5, then I would break it up because I don't know what kind of human being I would be if I had that much money just sitting in the bank.
Yeah.
So I think I would ask for it in pieces. But if I had to do 20, I would take it all at the same time. If I had to
don't think it would change you, D. It wouldn't change you, D.
It would definitely change me. One time it was like one of these lottery tickets and lottery drawings, and it was like $1 billion. I said, if I win, I'm not even gonna quit this job. I'm going to be so petty. I'm pulling up in a limo. I'm going to have a bird dragging the ground. I said, I'm going to walk in the job and say, look at these peasants. Every day. It will change
stay for 2 weeks.
It's going to change you. Okay.
Yes.
We know somebody that won the lottery. Remember, D, that guy in the newsroom? He won like millions. And he came to work for like, a month?
No, he did a year, I think he did, because he wanted to get all of his ducks in a row, get everything settled, get his kids, that kind of money, you really need a financial advisor. You really need to have things in order And I think that's what he did. I think he stayed a year and got all of the, the children, the spouses, everybody got what they needed, where they needed it to be. And then,
because my mom, it was so funny. Obviously, USA Today wrote the story that their employee had won the $1 million lottery. And it was more than $1 million.
Like it was like closer to 10. It was a
lot of money. And my mom was like, "Do you know him?" Yeah, go on over there and talk to him because we need some coins.
Well, I have an in-law that has hit 3 times. And I used to say to my now ex-husband, I said to him, we ain't close to her. Like, why don't did she throw on a party or something? We need to go help her, like, move some furniture or something.
Right. You know what? Trey posted that. I was gonna say the same thing. Gail won the lottery for life on a scratch off, and she took the monthly payments. My cousin Gail, Tracy's sister, may she rest in peace. Yes, Lord.
Can I ask a quick question now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did your coworker already have money? Because that's what it sounds like. Like they just
no. He worked. He was a reporter. Wasn't he like a quasi editor? He did a little editing, but no,
working man. He was
a working man. But he like everybody kept asking him, "Why you keep coming back to work? Why you keep?" But he said, like Dee said, he kept saying that to everybody. I have got to get this stuff in order before.
If I recall, he was on his second marriage. He had he had child support. Like there was a lot of things going on. So he wanted to make sure that his children were going to be forever taken care of. Everybody that was going to try to be in his pocket was taken care of. You got to give Uncle Sam theirs. And
I ain't got no uncle named
If I remember it correctly, he just did everything. You have what?
I don't have no uncle named Sam.
Listen, I said I'm disappearing. After my little 2-week stint, I'm disappearing. Y'all be like, yes, Courtney. I'm on an island, undisclosed location.
You have friends who are journalists. We will find you. Like you can.
Hey, how you gonna find me with my name changed? Right. And I got plastic surgery. Y'all don't know what I look like.
Plastic surgery.
While you're recovering from that surgery,
you ain't trying to be bothered with nobody.
So we'd be like, Courtney, is that you? It ain't me.
Once a year, I would get like not the island I live on, another place. I let everybody see me, and then I get Elon Musk to come down in a little SpaceX rocket and get me back to where I live.
Don't get him involved with your funds, right?
I might need to because I'm trying to move to Mars, y'all. After the way people act on Earth.
Just how much did you win, Courtney?
That $1 billion. That $1 billion.
You know what, you guys? I am texting, and this is so sweet. So my great nephew, his name is Mason. He is in the 7th grade. And I've got to make sure I play this back so he can see it. Mason is on the honor roll.
Oh, congratulations.
And he messaged me last week to see if I could come to the program. And I said yes, but I can't make it. I got to go to work because of this whole interview thing. So I had called him earlier and said, I'm sorry, I can't make it, but I'm really proud of you. So let me know something that you want. And like, I'll get it for you to celebrate what you've done. So he texted, could I get a PS something or Xbox or something? Y'all should see that. But I did tell him, Courtney, it could be big. I said, pick something big.
$20 now instead of
that. No, I told him to pick something big because actually
he had 3 more terms to be on the honor roll.
But he's always been on the honor roll. And so I said to him, you're going to the 7th grade now. So now he's in middle school.
Right.
So he left. And I said, you need to continue to work very hard. And I want to know, like, your first semester, if you are still on the honor roll or what's going on. Okay. And you know what? He didn't text his stuff. He copied the letter that went to his parents and sent it to me so I can
He's going to text you in March, and he's going to text you again in June.
I got receipts.
Yes. Right. I am not playing. So congratulations to you, Mason.
Yes, congratulations.
He has not had an easy road, and he has a plan, and he is working his way down the line. And I am so proud of you, Mason. Right yes, on. I will get you one of those. So you guys, I think I mentioned it before. Well, we'll do the disclaimer and then replay a question from last week because I really wanted to chime in on that. That'll be the first question. Yeah. Is that what you're asking? If that question will be yeah.
When we're done with that, can we have a conversation about this little tagline under Patrice's name?
Beyonce is the third best singer of Destiny's Child. I'd have to agree with you on that one. Like,
Auntie, you trying to get canceled? Because the
hype is coming. I know the truth is the truth and deserves to be told.
So what's the order? What's the order if she's the third?
Kelly Rowland is number 1.
Yeah,
Toya Luckett is number 2, and then we got Beyonce.
Because I said which version of Destiny's Child? Remember I was saying that?
Because Toya left and Michelle came, right?
Yeah, and I like Michelle. I actually have her gospel.
Wait, no, then they had this other child that was
there
for like
4 of them, and
Farrah. She was there for like 2 weeks, and then
she was there with Latoya.
Yeah, and then her luggage was at the airport. No, that was Latoya. Latoya and Latoya left, and then Farrah and Michelle came, and they said something about her luggage was at the airport, so she never came back.
That's a girl after my own heart. That's right, sis. You lost. They ain't never gonna find you again. Just undisclosed location.
And you know what? Now, you are saying, Patrice, that she is the best. She is the third best singer, and I do agree with that. But I think she's the first best entertainer. Yes. And DJ, who is well into entertainment and music and all of that, he knows, and you guys know too. It's a difference between a singer and an entertainer. Yeah, yes. And so she straight up got that entertainment thing down, like Sammy Davis. Sammy Davis Jr. couldn't sing either, but he was a great entertainer. I don't think Michael Jackson can sing after.
I thought you were getting ready to say that lady that was going to make our producer disappear. Please do not mention her.
No, I thought Michael Jackson was good in the Jackson 5, but I didn't think he was that good as an adult male singer. No, singer, entertainer. Yes.
You don't think he was a good singer?
No, I didn't think he could. I thought he was at Jackson 5. Pull out the albums. I'm gonna stand there and sing with you and do the steps. But like, no, on the other side of like 22
as a solo artist.
Yeah, no.
But you have to realize during that time, the music technology wasn't as advanced as it is. I mean, you can take someone who's an awful singer and process them through a recording studio, and they'll sound magnificent.
Yeah,
you know. So nowadays, that's what it's all about, the entertainment part of it. Because most of these people out there today, they can't sing.
Sean, you're right. Janet Jackson is an entertainer, and Janet got a diet doctor and a chef that I really like to know if these are one and the same. Because one day she looked like I just had a baby boy, and the next day she looked like I'm still totally in control. Like I don't get it. It's like overnight, but I wish I do her secret. I do the same thing.
Yeah. I met her trainer. I met her. I met her, but I met her trainer also.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That was my birthday present this year.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So do you think she can sing, or do you think she's a good entertainer? I'm just saying.
That Mary J. Blige.
Mary J is not even an entertainer in my book. No, Mary J just got a good break.
What's going on with her? I mean,
she got a good break. I think that's what it is. Hey, you guys, I don't know what's going on with Mary J, and I'm gonna throw this out here, and we cannot get into it because it would take another 10 minutes. But you know about Common and Jennifer. Yeah.
He's just right.
Girl,
is this?
Wait, what? I don't know about this.
Jennifer Hudson is supposed to be an item.
Mm-hmm.
Common. Well, she dumped Marlon that fast. Wasn't she with Marlon?
Wayans.
Oh, that's
or maybe he dumped her. I think he's really cute.
I don't think they were really a couple.
Oh, you think they just went out a couple of times?
I think they were really like. I think they were just have always been cool. I can't see that, but you know. Stranger things have happened. So.
Somebody asked her, and she announced that she and Common. You know what though? I don't know if I was going out with Common and I was in the entertainment business, I'd tell him, don't tell nobody.
Right.
Like this gonna be me and you, unless we walking down the aisle after we walk down the aisle, because I still don't know what he would say if I got down there and they asked him, he might change his mind. So after we have signed everything and you are officially my husband, short of that, I wouldn't tell anybody.
I wouldn't go out with anybody who dated Erykah Badu. At any point in time. Nope.
Okay, Courtney, tell us how you really feel.
No. Just because they never get over her. It's like they be like, well, that time you dated Erykah Badu, and all their faces changed. Like they would get back with her tomorrow.
It's like they got hypnotized that once they hear her name again, it's like they go into that trance.
Just like in Get Out. Just
gotta call Tyrone.
Call him.
I love it.
But you can't use my phone.
You can't use my phone. That's right. I love it. Okay, you guys, let's play the disclaimer so we could get started and continue this fun night.
All materials and information presented on this episode of Ask Alma are for general information and entertainment purposes only. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and do not represent the views or opinions of the National Newspaper Publishers Association.
Thank you, Lori Grant. I think it's something else that comes on before the first question comes on, right? Like I wasn't here last week. I'm trying to catch up. What do you like? You've been on vacation too long. You get back to work and go, "What's my password again?"
No, that's my coworkers. My dumb coworkers every day. They don't even need a vacation. They just like that.
So I think we are ready for question number 1. Maybe y'all ready. I don't know if I'm ready.
Hi, Alma. I've got a quick question. If it was discovered that your child's teacher had an OnlyFans, would you have an issue with them still teaching?
Okay.
Just had this conversation.
So here's the question: if you found out that your child's teacher had an what's the name of it? D? OnlyFan. Would you want your child to still be taught by this person? Now, full disclosure, I called Kennedy today and said, Kennedy, what is an OnlyFan? Well, first I called Leah, who didn't answer the phone. Then I called Kennedy. I didn't even know what it was, but I thought it was some kind of X-rated thing. But she said no, that it didn't necessarily have to be.
It can be, but it's not.
Right. You said it was an internet content subscription service.
85% of OnlyFans, is explicit. Like it was supposed to be that, but then you can show pictures of your feet, people that are in the ears and ankles and that kind of stuff. There is nudity, there is explicit content. But ask the question that I have been asking all weekend, because this conversation has been going on for me all weekend. How did you find out? If your 12-year-old
Esther, are you asking me, your auntie?
No, not
you. Asking the person? Because your auntie girl. I don't know.
No. In order for the parent to know that the teacher is on there, they would have had to subscribe themselves. If their students know, then that means that your child is on an adult site. So is that the teacher's fault? No. So and the parents is like, teaching and going to the liquor store, or teaching and going, as an educator, what I do in my classroom is that. And when I'm an adult, I should be able to do what adult people do in the privacy of my own adult space.
Right.
Really?
Now I'm going to slide off as a DJ said, I'm going to slide off my soapbox.
Okay, y'all. Let's see what y'all think. DJ, Patrice, Courtney, what y'all think? Well, DJ, he gonna pop back on.
DJ, he went to go find the site, so
right.
We're gonna give him some time.
DJ said, "Let me check it out. I'll be right back."
If it was my child, I mean, hey, teachers don't get paid enough anyway. So if you find a way to make some more money that doesn't affect how you're teaching my child, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But after you said the same thing I just said.
I know y'all think along the same lines.
You know, things are so. The internet is so saturated with that stuff anyway, so it's not surprising that one, that the teacher does it, and two, that the parent found out about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that if the teacher's not promoting it and it doesn't cross the lines and the boundaries of what she does in that classroom, then it ain't nobody's business but those who pay for it.
And Courtney, what do you think?
So recently I met somebody who's a teacher. He's a young man, which I was like, oh, it's so nice that, you're a young male teacher or whatever. And he was on the phone with like someone, and the conversation was so ratchet that they were having, right? Mm-hmm. Like about, because I can't even say it. Basically, it was just a whole bunch of like work drama, and this person sleeping with that person, and they getting lit, and they gonna smoke after the work and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, that's your friend? He's like, yeah, that's my coworker. She's a teacher too. So my thing is, if this is a conversation in the break room, I don't care about the OnlyFans. What y'all mixing it up in the school?
Right. So it doesn't even matter that it's
y'all ratchet in the school. So OnlyFans is like matter.
At least you're getting paid. Because here's the thing, and I guess DJ,
what'd you find, DJ?
Did you check it out? What you think?
So let me tell you about OnlyFans. Just so you know, I do not have an account on there, okay?
I was thinking too, and maybe it's just because of where I work. So my employer will message us weekly saying, you cannot say whatever you want to say in public on your social media, because you are attached to us. So it isn't like you're constantly representing us even when you aren't at work. And so I guess since they've made that decision and they've made it clear, we are not allowed to participate or, speak a particular way on social media. I do wonder, though, if it would be allowed if you made up a name. You know how some people don't use their real first and last name. So like, if you came back in as, Puff Melon or something like that, and then you wanted to do some stuff, maybe that's okay. But I'm an old school. I think you should have to regulate your public stuff when you have a particular job.
But what if my OnlyFans was private?
It's right. Now that is right. Yeah.
Usually, not always.
Well, Alma, your profession requires objectivity, which is very different than what most other professions require. So that would be a reason why you can't say what you want to say and do what you want to do. But your pilot drinks. Your pilot is probably cross-dressing. Your pilot, your doctor, your lawyer, all these other professions. These people are allowed to live whatever lives they want to live. Teachers should be able to do the same.
Now, but he's not showing up. He's not showing up flying me from Norfolk to BWI in the dress. I mean, like,
you don't know that.
He has on
pantyhose in the cockpit,
but he has that uniform on top of it.
Well, but he also could have an OnlyFans page that so where he
under
is
another name
selling body, views of body parts when he's not in the air, or while he's even in the air, he could be doing selfies and sending pics all around the world. We don't know any of that. What we know
is with this teacher having an OnlyFans page. Is there a specific reason for it? I mean, it could be because isn't that a money generating site?
Yeah, they don't make no money.
Completely.
Right, and the teacher doesn't make a lot of money, but on this site,
let me be clear though, there are districts that play their teachers very well. Like that is kind of a general. teachers don't make any money. There are teachers who make
there are some
very good. They're very good. There are lots of teachers that make very good money. It just depends on where you live, and how much training you have and all that kind of stuff. I don't think everybody does those social media things for cash. Sometimes they do it for the attention.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
too. I'm wondering if this. I'm sorry, D. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm wondering if this question stems from the girl that went viral recently that did the OnlyFans. She was a young teacher, and she was saying that her big thing was that, because there's been more than one teacher that's been busted for that, but she was saying that she didn't show her face, she didn't use her name, and she was discreet. She never did it in the classroom, which another teacher did use the school stupid.
Now why?
and she was like, I just don't make enough money. Now I can believe that as a young teacher, because a lot of times, you got to have certain certifications. You have to be, I guess, was it tenured, Miss D or whatever. And sometimes they don't. So, and you got student loans and all of that stuff to pay back.
Right.
So, I mean, if she wasn't showing her face, then.
And everybody that has a degree probably has student loans.
Yeah.
And can I
could really, everybody could use
the extra money.
But
or join the military, and they'll pay off your student loan. And I just want to throw this in the middle. Mason is still texting me. So I said, because I told him I just mentioned you on my show, blah blah blah, and he was like, "Can I see it? How do I get in?" So I'm telling him how to get in the show. So he is now watching. Hi, Mason, and I told him to post his picture in the comments. So I want to ask the producer, if you see his picture come in, if you could put it up for us, that'd be great. I just want to say congratulations to him.
Pat says that, teachers couldn't get married. They had to wear skirts of a certain length. They couldn't date. They couldn't do all kinds of things because it was like some kind of morals ground for, to teach children. But we have people in teaching positions like ministers and other that do what we
cross-dressing ministers. Yeah. I always thought ministers did the worst stuff.
Strip clubs in different places like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have a colleague or a former colleague who wouldn't go to the liquor store in her neighborhood because she was afraid that she'd run into her parents or her colleagues. And I was like, well, if they're in there too.
And they know why you there, girl. Go on up in there. They know why you there. They know their kids. Right. They know their sons and daughters. They might even buy you a bottle if they see you in there.
Girl, you lying.
Like there seems to be this different expectation for this profession. And if I'm professional and I treat your kids well and I do what I'm supposed to do in that 8 hours for your children, you should not care or want to care about what I do at home at night.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen Bad Teacher?
Yeah, I've seen part of it. Yeah, she's
you seen it?
Yeah.
Man, when she came to the door, she had, I can't even say it because Mason watched it. But she was bad.
She was horrible.
She was terrible.
She had one of them accounts.
Yeah, clearly she had one.
And her screen name was "I am Mrs. Miller at Farmington Elementary School."
Oh my God!
And she,
wow,
bad teacher. Her OnlyFans is bad teacher. That's oh my gosh.
Okay, good. So basically, we're saying, sure, do what you got to do. Just don't bring it in the classroom. Okay. All right.
Make sure you cover your face and don't be in the class using the class as a backdrop. There's
that is a problem. That is a problem.
Got the wiggles on
they have these different masks. They have these masks that you can wear now. Not that I've seen it or anything like that.
Mister, I don't have an account.
I read up on it. And yeah.
Where'd you read it? Where did you read
account holders charge between $10 and $25 for a monthly subscription. So if you're charging each person that looks at your account $25 a month,
that's pretty good.
Right.
Depending on what you're doing, like, you could do cooking shows or something. Or
ain't nobody paying $25 for no cooking show. They go on YouTube for free. They ain't paying Martha Stewart $25 to watch her cook.
Now, Courtney, do they have any on there that's on OnlyFans that aren't cooking or anything?
She
I go in the deep part of OnlyFans because the people who made OnlyFans, I feel bad for them because I don't think that was a purpose of OnlyFans.
The purpose of it.
Yeah, I think.
No, I think it was always the purpose.
Yeah, it was I heard it was, and that we flipped it a little bit. Like it came from another country.
For you to pay for content.
No. Yeah, for you to pay for content. Yeah, for you to pay for content.
You can't get anywhere else.
Right, but not
that content.
Not kind of. That's what I meant. Not that kind of content. So I guess if you were Martha Stewart and you wanted to pay people, kind of like what's the other thing?
Or you want people to pay you?
They would have called it something else. OnlyFans.
No, but they have other stuff like that. I can't think of the name of it.
Means that only the people that want to pay to see what I got going on.
That's a whole lot right there. Okay.
Patreon. That's what I was thinking of. Patreon is like what OnlyFans, what they wanted it to be. You know how like Patreon, if you have a certain following, you put content only on Patreon so that people will pay for it. I think that's how OnlyFans was, but then you got some garden tools up there. Remember that
There's plenty of garden tools on OnlyFans.
Yeah. And they sowing seeds and planting and everything, watering the lawn, doing it all.
They start on Twitter and they promote on Twitter to get you.
Wait, hold on, Patrice. How you know what?
No.
Hold on.
Clarify that, baby sis.
Let me reel that. It's wide open these days ever since Elon Musk kind of took over. So now you'll see anything on Twitter that says, if you want to see more, subscribe to my OnlyFans. Girl, I'm just trying to talk about the show I just watched, the day that I just had at work, and the fools that I be trying to date. That's all. The only reason why I'm on Twitter. I don't need to sign up for nothing else.
That's it. That is too funny. Okay, y'all ready for the next question? Let's see what's happening. Hi, Alma. I could use your help. My sister is amazing. She was in a horrible, abusive marriage for years and finally got divorced. When that happened, her husband did nothing for her and her children. I mean, nothing. He left her with 2 boys on her own, but she did the best she could to hold everything together. She committed to her sons and never missed a beat. She worked 3 jobs and did anything and everything to make sure they stayed in their nice house, in a nice neighborhood, and went to the best of schools. They graduated and went on to college and graduated as well. One son got a partial scholarship, but my sister paid for both boys and everything they needed while there. The problem is with her sons. Both are men at this point, 28 and 32 years old. I love my nephews, but they continue to leech off their mother. She pays for everything, their clothes, shoes, cars, car insurance. One still lives at home. She even pays the rent for the other one who moved out. Both boys work and make decent salaries. They go on lavish vacations. They spend a lot of money and post pictures on Facebook. My sister is overworked and overwhelmed, running herself raggedy. She recently went to the emergency room and didn't pass a stress test. How can I lovingly tell my sister it's time for her to let those boys, I mean grown men, go? She has to look out for herself now, and for her health, it should be priority 1. I don't want my sister to suffer or fall ill. And at this point, that may become an issue. What can I do, Alma? How can I talk to her about this situation and not upset her? Okay, you guys remember that question from last week, right? And I wanted to replay it this week because I just think it's a loaded question. It's like something that has further comments than what was discussed last week. And a part of me also wants to add a little bit to this and ask, is this just me? So I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but email me if you think I'm offending you, whatever. We'll keep it going. I find that mothers coddle their sons and like do all kinds of stuff for their sons. And then they push the daughters, get out, get on your own. You got to do this, you got to do that. And I'm thinking like, when did that flip? Or why don't you push both kids out of the nest to do and be the best that they can be? But am I the only one that notices moms really being very light on their sons? And D, I know you and I have a son, but we were not that kind of mother. So I know it doesn't apply to either one of us. But do you guys notice that? Yes. So why? Like, what is that now?
That's the big question right there. I mean, because what she was saying, I know someone that is in that very situation, where she and her partner, they never got married. They had the one child. She did everything. He did absolutely nothing for the child. No alimony, not a dime. And now the child is 35 years old, and she still treats him like he's a baby, a child.
Yeah.
Instead of telling him, you know what, you 35 years old, you get a job, you get yourself out of here. I don't get that, because from and it may be that whole thing, the fact that she raised the child by herself. Because if a man was in the picture, believe me, there is no 35-year-old child going to still be living in the house with a man being in there. He would have told him a long time, you get on out here and you do something for yourself. So I think it has something to do, the whole thing has something to do with her being that single parent.
Yeah, and feeling guilty. I think
guilt. I was going to say guilt.
Yeah, I think guilt plays a part. But I think it's a little bit funny, because when I was growing up, and you know, my opinion, my 2 cents, this my baggage, that's all I got. I can remember my mother saying, I don't want you to be comfortable here, because I'm hoping you're not here that long. Like, it was not like, things now are laid out that people don't want to leave. I remember Josh saying, you know, I can't wait till I move out. Yeah, me either. Like, I want you to feel like you want to go on somewhere else. But, you know, like although I will say I was a little bit pinched when he went into the military and we had the family playing cell phones. And he was like, you know, Mom, I don't need that phone anymore. I'm getting a new phone. And I was like, why? And he was like, because I'm on my own. I make my own money. I get my own phone. I want my own, you know. And I was like, but it's just $10 per person. Like, it doesn't make sense for you to. And I think he was trying to do something that was bigger than the cell phone.
Right.
And then I ended up, you know, asking a 35-year-old male in the family, do you want it? And he said yes. And oh my gosh, I remember telling a coworker about it. And I was like, I've been paying it now. So I think about 5 or 6 years, maybe I should stop. And he was like, how old is he? And I told him, he was like, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. But that is a thing. Like, I think that I think
it's the parent. I think that, you know, if you give me ice cream every day and it's my favorite ice cream, why would I say stop? If you you know, so it makes sense to us for a 35-year-old man to say, all right, Mom, I got this. I can take care of myself now. But the other part is, well, if she wants to do it,
see, my mom did a lot of stuff for me.
It doesn't.
My mom did a lot of stuff for me. And at one point at 30, I was like, Carl, first of all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that car I bought and never paid the car payment. And thank you for paying the car payment.
Right.
I'm sorry I never paid my car insurance. You paid that too. But although, you know what? Okay, let me suck that back in. Because, oh my gosh, now that I think about it, truthfully, it wasn't me being that mature. Actually, my husband said something to me about it. Like, you need to apologize to your mom and give some stuff back. I was like, really? Like what? Like, what do you want me to do? So I'm sitting here talking about how mature I became. Okay, no, I wasn't. Sorry. Sucking that in. Y'all go ahead.
You know, your mom was so giving to so many people. You would think, well, why not me too? Like, I don't think that's how you thought about it.
Right.
But she gave to everyone. There wasn't anybody that ever came near her that didn't gain from something that she was offering, whether it was love or material things or whatever. So you were just one of the benefactors like everybody else.
Yeah. But now that I'm thinking about it, though, it took me a much longer. Like, okay, I did get to a point where I wanted to give back, but I was 30 something too. By that time I was 30 something. Because I think that, like, even if you don't come to it on your own and get to that part of maturity, if you don't have kids and stuff, like, why would you still take from your parent?
Right.
I don't understand that part. Like, I think if you have kids and you got a whole family thing going on, and then your parents, help you with that, that's one thing. But these are single boys or men. They're not even boys. They are adult men who don't have kids, who are just, still taking and consuming.
This is the second time I've heard the letter. And the first time I had a little bit of sympathy, and then I'm just mad because I'm how do you? It's one thing if you're working and you might be struggling or you're trying to get on your feet or something, but apparently both of these young men are on their feet because they're going on extravagant vacations with the money they should be paying their own rent with,
giving back to their mom,
and
who is
sick. That has the apartment. If you want me to pay your bills, you can live here.
Right.
You can live in my house. Why would I let you? Why would you move into an apartment and I pay that bill as well? Like, so that's just taking advantage of their mother. And somebody needs to talk to them. And if it's not the sister, she needs to talk to her nephews and say, fix this. You're gonna mess around.
Tell the sister to stop. Like, let the sister be mad at you.
Right.
She's not gonna stop. She's not gonna stop though. That's the whole thing. She's not.
She may not even realize that it is ridiculous. She's been doing it for so long. She may not really realize that her working herself to death to take care, because she's been taking care of them their whole lives. And that's just who she
has. Student loans. Like, what are they paying?
But the thing about it too is that, because I think there's so many different, like you said, so many different levels to it. Like, for one thing, I think because there's so in our society, a lot of the time that single parenting is such a common thing now that people, I guess, like for me, I know, like we talk about, well, mothers do that with their sons, but fathers do that with their daughters too.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, my dad, I moved into this apartment, right? And I got furniture and my credit wasn't the best at the time. So I ended up taking out like this crazy loan thing to pay it off. And I paid it 3 times over. And my dad was like, why did you do that? I would have just bought you the furniture.
Right.
I'm like, Dad, I'm 35. Like, even if I had to pay it 3 times over, I wanted to. But he'll still do it. Like, so I think it's the opposite sex child or the parent that, it's usually the mothers with the sons and the fathers with the daughters. But also in this situation, I think that because she did so much for so long, her identity is tied to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like if she never had a chance to just kind of breathe and kind of have her own life a little bit, now that they're grown, she probably just doesn't even know how to start. So I think the better thing for the sister to do is not to tell her, you need to stop, because she's not going to stop. But maybe that help her see, hey, there's a life outside of this.
Right.
Like, come on vacation with me. Let's experience different things. And then she can say, you know what, I like doing this stuff. Y'all gotta go. Because I haven't even been living my life.
Right.
And she's just been living her life for them. So I think that's really what it is.
And you're right with that, Courtney, because I think sometimes people can, since they do all those things, they want everybody to know that they do all those things, and they want to come across as like this savior of all things. And really, it's just you. Like, as much, because you're right. I think sometimes maybe the kid doesn't even want all of this, but the parent wants to appear to be one who takes care of everything all the time.
I don't know, though, because
I know one like that, though.
I bet if you asked any one of those boys, they would say, well, my mother just likes doing it. She wants to do it. She just likes it. It makes her feel good.
At what point in time is it that they're going to do something for her?
Right.
But you know what? It's and not to cut you off. I'm sorry. It might be that they may have had the conversation with their mom. Maybe because she's just looking at it like my sister's working herself to death. They may have said, Mom, we want to move out. And the mother might have been like, no, like, I have this house. Why would you guys leave? And made them feel like they don't have to go, or she doesn't want them to go.
And you supposed to go. My mom did that. But my mother did that. Why do you want to leave? You can just live at home and save your money. I was like, but I want to go. Thanks, girl, but I got to go. Like you still can say, thank you, Mom. I got mad love for you, but you don't want to know why I gotta go. But trust me, I
gotta go.
You know, right?
Tracy says that she's created this lifestyle that she didn't teach them how to take control and finance of their own lives.
That's right. That's so sad.
Very well.
Yeah, and there
they know how to call a travel agent though. So
there are a lot of moms who are doing that. And they need to stop. Like, that's just what I want to say to that question. Stop. And those of you who are doing it, I got mad love and respect for you. I really do. But if you have an adult child, isn't it such thing as an adult child? But if they are over 25, stop. Because you aren't helping them.
Yeah. No. If you're working to take care of them, is different. Then you work and you have money, whatever you want to share, whatever you have with your kids is different than you working to take care of them.
Right.
And especially when they say a fool at 40 is a fool for life.
He says that all the time. He says it all the time.
Maybe she doesn't know what to do if she's not working. She needs to learn how.
She needs to get an OnlyFans. I bet you they move out there. Like, yo, man,
best advice ever. Yes,
get an OnlyFans.
They imagine them going on OnlyFans and coming across their mom.
And she wouldn't need 3 jobs. She wouldn't need 3 jobs. Just get you on OnlyFans. Solve all your problems. You get more money and they get out the house.
Their friends will start calling them. I think your mom is on OnlyFans.
No, they would be like, yo, your mom on OnlyFans. She looking good. Why did you look at it like that, bro?
Oh,
so she's showing up at the house.
So she's not doing a cooking show over there, huh?
I don't know.
He cooking something.
Ain't no food, but she cooking. Oh, I love that.
It's spicy though.
It's tasty. Thank y'all for tonight. It was so fantastic to see y'all. I missed you last week. I wasn't here. I'm so glad y'all are back in. Now that we know that DJ does the whole thing in Dayton for Thanksgiving, we'll show up next year.
Y'all are more than welcome to come.
Everybody, thank you for the chat. I do appreciate it, and I love when you guys talk back to us. We absolutely appreciate it more than you know. So thank you for watching. See y'all next week, Tuesday, 7:00, same place. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.